This morning, I had a horrible day of trading on the live stream. Look at all these trades, way too many trades, way too many stop losses at a time when I had a perfect trade call. So what went wrong? So when we come over, take a look at the volume profile charts on the 30-minute chart real quick on the NASDAQ. One of the ways I was basically framing this out today was the fact that the NASDAQ today roughly had a 242 point average range. So if I went ahead and mapped this out from the high, all the way down here till right about 8 o'clock this morning, notice we had already moved 209 points, almost a whole entire daily range. But then as we came in before the market actually opened on that candle that closes at 9 o'clock, we have already completed the daily ATR. And the last thing I wanted to do is short while the market was going down. However, I had a very good potential buy target. One of the areas I was watching was this prior swing point, which once we broke through it, the market should come back up and retest it. Now, technically, we did right there, but I did think the market was a little bit overdone. We were likely going to get a bounce up. Also, if we were to go ahead and draw this out, a little A to B equals C to D pattern, we can see we were well beyond the 100% and even pushed past the 200% A to B equals C to D pattern. Now, since the profile has changed since I was trading this morning, I want to go ahead and throw up a bear chart for the 30-minute chart for the NASDAQ. Now I'm going to go over here and basically draw this out. I'm going to use the order flow volume profile. This is going to be where I can identify a particular range and we can look at the volume profile. So I'm going to start it from last night and just basically go right in here, right about when I started streaming in the morning and some of the problems started to take place. Now, what do you guys see on this volume profile chart? The area that sticks out to me the most is going to be this area right here. So let's just keep this simple. I'm going to go ahead and highlight this area. Now, to me, this signifies a minus development area, which the way we want to treat this is, think about it as nothing more than inefficiencies in the market. We can see clearly we have broken beyond that point. Now, if I extend this out as the market, continued to go down and I drop this all the way down towards the low, notice that minus development area right up here is still intact. Now, notice what the market did. Once we did bounce, the market came it right up to that level. So how was I able to overcome all of these bad trades out here? Because it was like stop loss after stop loss after stop loss. I was absolutely getting torn up. And for me, there is no way I wanted to short the market once we're past the daily ATR. Well, if you ever find yourself in that type of situation, one of the things that we can do to combat this, and this is something we talked about in the live stream, I said, hold up, I need to slow things down a bit. So I came right up to the MNQ chart, which is going to look exactly like the NQ chart, but with this chart, there's less risk. Now let's look at this real quick and look at the trades on here. I basically towed into the water right here with 2 contracts, added another one, added one here, added 2 more, and then got the pop on the way up. Now we can see that I took out a majority of the trades somewhere around 602 to 603. Well, if we come back over and look at where that minus development area is, yes, I got scared out a little bit early. It was about 653 up here towards 661. Now, the moral of this story is, yes, we can have a good idea of what the market's likely to do. We can see we did come right up towards my level before the market did come back down. But if you ever find yourself having a hard time at trading, you're just absolutely getting chopped up, you might want to think about sizing down and maybe going into micros to slow things down a bit and give yourself a chance to maybe build into a position to work your way out. With micros, 1 micro is 1/10 the value of the NASDAQ. Now, if you guys don't want to miss the next time I go live, check out the first link in the description box down below.